Grace's like, I just get this. Okay, so we're going to do a matrix multiplication problem.
I don't know what that means.
So whether you know it or you don't, you can still, we'll give you clear directions, Lucy. Maybe you'll have a much better idea of it when you're done. We did at first a problem, you guys remember, about like ordering pizza from a pizza restaurant, pizza and pop and salads. And we multiplied a bunch of stuff to figure out what's the total price from one restaurant versus the total price from another restaurant. So, and what we ended up really doing is talk about how that's like multiplying matrices. If we want 3 salads, 4 pizzas, and 10 drinks, you like multiply the cost by what it costs, right? Or the number you want by what it costs. So we're going to do just a matrix multiplication problem, pretty straightforward. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 on the black matrix. And we'll get a different color matrix over here. And we'll call it, should we just keep nice easy numbers? 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to multiply them together. And we will write our answer over here. And we'll kind of see what that ends up looking like. So we need how many people to be in the matrix? How many?
4 for each.
We need 4 for each, don't we?
So 8.
Okay, we need 8 people to come up and be in each matrix. So let's start with the black matrix here. Yes? I need a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1 and 2 are standing up, right? Okay, here you go, Keely. You're 1. Emma, you're 2.
I'm the 1. Where'd I go?
Where'd you go? You're going to stand right in front of your number. 1 and 2. So you're on this side, right? Look at Keely. 1 is on that. Look at the board.
Oh, I remember
1,
how to
2.
do these.
Oh, I remember this. It's like, oh, I remember doing this. Okay, 3. 3 has got to go kneeling in front of number 1. And 4, kneeling in front of number 2. Now let's do the red matrix. So we've got, can you guys squish over a little to your right so we can see these? Now let's do 5. Okay, you're standing. Next up here. 6. Red. Amadi, you can be 7. 7 is kneeling in front of number 5, right? And Bella, you're 8. You're kneeling in front of 6. There you go. Okay, so do we see our matrix? Nice and visual. So we're gonna need a little bit of space between them, so you guys are gonna squish over your side. And actually, I want you to take a little step forward. There you go. So she's not standing and something really uncomfortable. So let's remind what happens each time. When you're multiplying matrices, you don't get to just multiply the numbers like I'm adding them. You two are gonna grab hands. We're gonna connect our first row. Who's the person? Who's on the edge? You. And number 2 is on the edge. If number 2 charges at this other matrix, it's going to smack right into the, what number? 5. And it's going to smack so hard, we want to see some reverberation that you're going to slide down the wall, right? Mm-hmm. But what's going to happen to the person behind you? They're going to follow you. They'll be standing right next to us. Will you hold your numbers next to when you, 1 and 2, grab hands. They bump. They slide. You slide. You guys slide next to Amadi and you go right behind. So you see how you still follow? You're still connected. Look at, so the 1 ends up here and the 2 ends up down there, right? Boom, and slide. So we're going to multiply. Hold your numbers up next to each other. What is 1 times 5? 5. So we're thinking 5 plus, and what about the bottom 2? 2 times 7? 14. And we add 5 and 14, which gives us? 19. So let's look. Tell me, what was it? That was the top row and the first column. So do you guys see the first row and the first column of this matrix? We'll put 19 right there, our sum. Send them back. Go back. Return it to where you came. This time, as they charge the matrix, Jalea gets wise. Number 5 steps out of the way. But who's not paying any attention? So she backs up. They bump. They slide. They slide right down where you just were. So instead of not, so it looks like you're going to slide down. You stay where you are. She slides down next to Nadamada. These guys got out of your way. You're in the next column, aren't you? Hold your number up there, right? Doesn't matter which side you're on. You're still next to her, right? You can stay just but we want to see your numbers together. So look at what happened. Look, look at the board, Emma. Look at the 1 and the 2 bumped and slid. So look at the 2 slid down here, right? Aren't you next to 8? What is 2 times 8? 16. Just kind of put it somewhere over here. And what is 1 times 6, right? The 1 follows. So Keely, do you see how you're always following the 2? So we have 6. And if we add up those sums, 24. 22. 22, wait a minute, 22.